you have written 4 books in how many years now?
7 books in 4 years, actually.
All right. You see, I was counting 4. Because I knew how many in the pandemic alone?
In the pandemic, about 4.
In the pandemic, it was 4, yeah. Because I remember going like, I've like looked at everyone who worked in the pandemic and how much work they did, and it was 4 books just in the pandemic, right? Everyone else was like, we're making bread, and you're like, I'm gonna make best-selling books. I would love to know how you switch so seamlessly between genres, because you aren't celebrated in one. You know, people love your poetry. People have fallen in love with your memoir, and then now you've switched into the world of novels, which everyone was shocked by, because they were like, why would you do this? It's
romance
trash.
Novels
romance novels.
specifically.
Yes, people are like, no, romance is trash. And now you've written it, and people are like, maybe it's not trash. Maybe it's. I'd love to know how you switch so seamlessly.
I think it's because I'm a reader of every genre. So I started reading romance novels when I was a kid, growing up in Nigeria. And we would smuggle them to school because they were banned for being vulgar and inappropriate. And they were like the Harlequin, the Mills and Boons romance with like, you know, Fabio on the cover.
Wait, you were a fan of those?
Yes. I mean, I was 13.
Okay, but still. Okay, all right, still.
And I really got into them as a kid. I think there's something in there about like being young and exploring your own sexuality. And then I came to the States when I was 16 for college, and I discovered paranormal romance. And I was like, oh my goodness. Shapeshifters.
No, that's hilarious.
And then I took a break from it, but I came back around like in the last couple of years, and I found like the romance that was being written now was so different from what I grew up on, and it had like so much representation in it, and it had so much hope in it. You know, you could read these love stories about people that society considers deviant, whether it's just because you're black or you're queer or you're neurodivergent or you're in a wheelchair, and they get happily ever afters. And I was like, there's a little magic in that, like a little magic of hope.